deal in the process. They want to improve their defense. You saw the defense. Everybody wondered how the heck did they win the Stanley Cup with that defense, but they did. At the same time, Craig Patrick is very much a believer in looking long-term. You take the best player. He did that last year with Pierre Maguire. They're not particularly worried about immediate needs versus long-term needs. And Craig Patrick loves both the United States, American prospects, and he loves European prospects. They didn't even take a Canadian player last year. And there's a lot of speculation that the guy they're very much interested in is here today. His name is Markus Naslund, left wing, right wing rather, from Modo in Sweden.
Now this might be a bit of a departure for the Penguins too.
Belongs to our Stanley Cup champion, Pittsburgh. Mr. Craig Patrick.
The defenseman that they like is Eric Levine from the Hull Olympics, but I do believe they like the Swedish forward, Markus Naslund, a little more.
Craig Patrick will let us know.
Pittsburgh Penguins are proud to announce our draft pick from Modo, Sweden, Markus Naslund.
Markus Naslund from Modo, Sweden is here. A left winger, 5'11", 176 pounds, 18 years of age, and he is the newest member of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
And some of the fans made the 4-hour drive up from Pittsburgh. They're obviously happy with that selection. Young man represented by Don Meehan, the agent who has as many as perhaps 10 first-rounders in this year's draft. Markus Naslund and Peter Forsberg started the season, and in the middle of the season, very high ratings. The last time the NHL scouts got a good look at them in April at the European Under-18 Championship, they were very concerned. The entire Swedish team played very poorly, and there was a lot of speculation that their draft rating was going to be hurt considerably. But what the scouts really liked about them was that even though they played very poorly, very strong work ethic, very competitive two-way hockey players, shattering to a degree the stereotype that a Swedish player is a one-way player. Although after watching Ulf Samuelsson for the Pittsburgh Penguins, I don't think we need to bring out any stereotypes as far as Europeans are concerned. And once again, reflecting the global nature of the game of hockey in 1991 in the NHL.
Craig, that's the second year in a row you've selected a European player. If Markus Naslund turns out to be half the player that Pierre Maguire gave you last year, you're going to be pretty happy with him.
Well, we anticipate that Markus is going to be an excellent player. He's a great goal scorer, and we feel that in the near future he'll be able to play for the Penguins. We don't anticipate that he'll be joining us right away, but he's going to be an excellent left winger in the National Hockey League.
Now, is anybody sitting over on chairs on your at your table, or is everybody still up off the ground after that Stanley Cup victory?
No, it didn't take us long to get back to the ground. Once it was over, it was little time before we had to get back to work with the expansion draft and now the entry draft, so we've been very busy since winning the Cup.
Congratulations, have a good summer.
Thank you very much.
The Stanley Cup champions, the Pittsburgh Penguins, have taken Markus Naslund from Sweden. Later this week, the Penguins will be the first NHL team to be honored by the President of the United States. They'll be over to see Mr. Bush at the White House.
Well, there's a great controversy during the Stanley Cup final because a lot of the Minnesota North Stars apparently started talking about making their White House plans, and the Pittsburgh Penguins said, hey boys, let's just wait a moment. We're going to the White House, and it turns out they are.
And we're moving on to the 17th pick in the first round as the Montreal Canadiens get set to make their selection.